Am I audible now online? I don't know. Can you hear me online? Am I audible? You can respond through chat. Yes. Good. Finally. Now. Now. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Fine. Now, let's see what we have discussed in the previous class. File, open folder. Okay. Now, yesterday, we have understand what to do with the how to do and what to do with the bootstrap. Now, if I go here, go live, this is the website we have tried regarding the bootstrap. This website, to create it, it will not take you more than half an hour also. Okay. If we slowly think about it line by line, first time it might take an hour, but second time it will not take you more than 20 minutes. Automatically it will be done. Because everything here, top one is just a heading centered. Second one is a navigation bar I copied pasted. Third one is something slider I copy pasted. Fourth one is I decided one here, this is a heading. And this one I decided one layout myself, column and all responsive. After I made it one card copy pasted. Then that only repeated 4 times and repeated the things. You got my point, ma? Let me show you some of the sites which you can actually make it using these things. Like, for example, I will show you one website. Now see this website, sir. Online, can you hear me? Now see this website. On top, you can make this animation going from translate 0 to translate X. You can make it slowly go. One logo, header, and then some kind of thing, navigation menu, and some row, flux box, one slider with a container. Then see this. You can make it now. This is not a big site. Home page, you can make it easily. Not only this site, ma, any site you take it. Okay. Like, for example, Mintra. A simple menu bar, heading. Now same things it will go. Using Bootstrap, you can create it very easily. This one. Right? Is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? Online, is it clear? Yeah. Now, next one. Some people even want some kind of frameworks, compiler frameworks for the CSS, which you can use, okay, like SCSS. You can use SASS or SCSS. Now, till now, everything you have learned, topics.txt. In your full stack journey of this 1 month, you learned UI UX design. I don't know how many of you did the real design. Did any one of you did Figma design, ma? At least one Figma design you tried on your own? Good. Some people tried it. Nice. To the remaining people, I'm telling it. If you don't try it, you will forget it. That's how programming works. It will not come by teaching. It will not come by any other procedure. People should try. That's the only way. You go to the websites like Dribble, where you will get lot of inspirations. Some people will do designs, very nice designs. Some nice, beautiful websites. Let's take it one website. Some of the design done by one person. Whenever I'm free, actually, I will check these designs because these designs makes me think it like, okay, these kind of things can be done. These kind of things are beautiful to show. See the color combinations they make and the images they put, but it makes it something like artistic. Like if I go for some kind of dashboard design, see this. Then you can think about how to do HTML for this, how to do CSS for this, how to do JavaScript for this. Hero sections. See? This is something really another level. I don't think it can be possible with normal JavaScript. It will take a lot of time if we do that. But my point is, go with something which exactly suitable for you, whatever the design. Okay, this is one website. Best websites are Behance. In Behance also you will get nice designs. Like someone designed one food website. See how they designed the food website. These are the colors they used. If I go here, see this food website. I don't know whether you knew this or not, but there is something called visual experience. UX, you know that UX, na? Did you remember UI and UX, sir? What is UI? Means user interface. बोले तो क्या है? Which you are seeing forever. What does it mean by UX? Means which you are experience. It's like the Viva answers. Okay. Basically, experience means which you are feeling by seeing the site. Okay. Now, if you want to, if anyone wants to share the Figma design, you can do click on share button and you can share the link to me directly. Or you can even share it in the group. We have it in group. Anyway, now user experience, I will give you one nice thing. Go here. Naukri. Now imagine your first time coming to this website, Naukri. Whenever you see this page, first thing what you will see. The moment you open the page, what is first visible to your eyes? Find your dream job. They will put some things were highlighted. They will put some things were low. They will put some things very small because they know that which one to highlight, which one to make it low. You got my point? They find your dream job is highlighted. Later that search bar is highlighted. Later remaining, obviously whoever comes this side, the first time they will not see this for employers. Okay, they will not see this jobs and services. They will see this and they will see this. They will like to enter. This is also psychology only. User experience and UI and UX mostly deals with the psychology. A small thing you do also can make a great impact into the user's mind. Is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? Now, obviously, no one will go down, so they don't care how it will be. Okay, only the things whatever on the top they cares about it. In this design also, when you see this website, imagine the website is there. First thing what you will see, you will see this food. You will see this delicious foods for occasion festival. First thing, the big heading or some image. Usually people's mind goes for images. So that's why they put nice images and then heading. They will not see something like down, some paragraph is there. They will not see first time. This welcome to our restaurant also they will not see. Third thing they will see. Anyone tell me after the food, after the delicious foods heading, anyone tell me what is the next thing visible to user eyes? Order now. Because they want to see image, they want to read it, they want to order. They don't want you to read everything. You take it Swiggy, you open the Swiggy, any kind of item, image will be something bigger, name will be bigger, price will be bigger, next order now, description will be very small. They don't want you to read everything. They want you to just order as soon as possible. This comes with you are they are actually understanding how the user's mind will go. This user experience will be there in everywhere. How the user feels, what user likes. Okay, those things they will keep it. Color combinations also good. Anyway, here they are keeping oranges everywhere, and that orange color they keep it. Okay. To say it truly, in experience wise, it's not great. Why? Because they combine non-veg with vegetarian. It's kind of irritating to me, but it depends to everyone. Okay. They just wanna make it something good. See, they just put oranges everywhere. If you remember, I also followed this pattern. In my design, I put the machli everywhere. Okay. So it's the same logic they tried. This if you have a good images, automatically you will get it. To get good images, you can use AIs like ideograms, which I tried. Okay. Or you can use something called I forgot the name. Tutorial. No. Is it pictorial or I forgot one website is there which is actually free. Okay, I will tell you later. Don't worry. Free pick is Automatically free. Free pick is free. 100% free. In this, some are like paid are there. Now, when paid is there, just like for example, if I want some kind of nice design, let's go with something web development. Some see this symbols are called paid na. If you want this ones na, go for this paid, and they will put one logos here on top of that. Don't worry about it. Just try to download it. Go right click, save image as, and then save this image, and then using some background removers, remove that logos. Mostly it will be done. Some images on front ground it will be there, so you can't download it. Some things on background only it will be there, so you can download. Okay, it's not taking AVIF. So AVIF to JPG, and then that JPG remove that particular bag logos so that you can use it. Before using it, what you will do, again upload that particular image to Canva and change the colors. Then it will become your own. No one will claim it. Add some text. It will become your own. Creatives are, if you change a simple colors, it will become yours. कुछ नहीं होता. Okay. And next, you can even add 3D ones if you wanted. You can put some free 3D renders, free 3D models. No, not free 3D models also. Lottie files. I think I showed this Lottie files one day. These kind of animations will come. Remembered my Lottie files? Lottie files are so simple. You go here. If you click on this, you can click on free animations. You will get so many free animations here, and you can use them. I just want to take this. Let's take it. Which one I want to go? Let's take this Christmas one. Click on this. Then, if you wanted to use this Christmas one, click here, embed HTML. Oh, they are asking it like you can't upload more than 10. For me, 10 are over, but if you have it in an account, okay, then you can try it. Less than 10 also it will take it. For one person, it will take 10. But you will get it easily. Nice thing, sir. It's not a bad one. Search, copy. You cannot copy it. Where I'm having 10 ray. Now see, I have something like design like this. You can click on this. You can take that design, click on this embed code, then go here. This embed HTML they will give you. They will give you embed HTML or React or whatever you wanted. I will take embed HTML. I will copy this whole HTML one and I will paste it in my code. Automatically it will come. Is it clear, ma? Yeah. Kind of loading animation you can keep this. That would work something good. Now, next, after UI UX, Figma, we discussed HTML. In HTML, we discussed introduction of HTML. We discussed headings, paragraphs. We discussed anchor tags, image tag, and we discussed lists, tables. After that, we discussed forms. validations. We discussed semantic elements. We discussed block versus inline. May not be same order, but similar. Block, inline, semantic, formatting tags, and media like video, audio, picture, and all. Then after this, we discussed HTML5. This covers almost all. Any doubts in those? No. Next, we discussed CSS. In CSS, we have discussed introduction of CSS. We have discussed units, fonts, or units, fonts, something like colors. We discussed background. We discussed in colors only. We discussed how the BG will be there, gradients will be there, something. Then next we discussed box model, padding, margin, border radius. Next we discussed the display. Okay, flux, grid. In display we have something like block, inline, inline block, none. Mostly we discussed this. Then we discussed a float. We discussed huh? Speed, pseudo elements, right? We discussed pseudo elements and classes. We discussed transitions, animations, correct? Animations. We discussed position. And we discussed last but not least media queries. We concluded. We even did one project which is HTML CSS website. Any doubts in this? Animations చెప్పాలి. Okay, problem. Animations one. Next one. After this, we have we discussed Git and GitHub also, sir. In before this, we discussed one day with Git and GitHub. I think to the newer ones we didn't discuss Git and GitHub, right? The people before are there. Those people I discussed Git and GitHub in detail. To the newer ones, we didn't have Git and GitHubs. Don't worry, we'll have it like Monday Git and GitHub session one more time. Okay. So completely Git and GitHub only we will do. We discussed Bootstrap, and Bootstrap also we did one website. I will tell you what is SASS. Okay. Now, after discussing that, we'll just give you kind of revision whatever the topics you want. Okay. If it is not, the time is not suggestible, we will also do this revision and the Git and GitHub and all the things in Monday also. Then Tuesday onwards, aram se we will go with something, JavaScript. Okay. So that we will be having good clarity and you guys will be built some websites. Now, good. Go to the website like yes. Syntactically awesome style sheet. SASS. We have several frameworks here. SASS, SCSS, so many are there. Okay, we are using SASS. Now, SASS introduction intro.txt. There are so many frameworks, not frameworks, these are preprocessors. SASS syntactically awesome style sheets is a preprocessor of CSS, is a preprocessor of CSS. Okay, which will be compiled as CSS. It makes CSS modular, efficient, and easier to maintain. Let me show it to you. Now, where it is this particular one shapes. Now, guys, understand it. Understand this basic logic, ma. Initially, what will happen is, where is this text will be there? Now, see, you will write actual CSS. Directly, you know how to write CSS, na? But instead of writing direct CSS, first you will write something another one. You will write some another thing. Okay. And inside this another thing, you will write whatever the logics you want. Like usually people's, programming people are not habituated with writing the CSS. Programming will be in another way, CSS will be in another way. So for this kind of problem, people created this kind of pre-processors. First, we will write one logic, like how we create variable, functions, all the things. Same like how your programming languages will be there, variable, functions, big things will be there. All these things they will write. And after writing that's all, this file will be converted into CSS file automatically. I will write a one big function, sir, like how I write it in programming. And then that function, what it is doing, it is just going to the body and it is just changing the body color to green or red or violet. Automatically, it will create a CSS which will convert the body background color. You don't need to write direct CSS. Instead, you are writing some another thing that converts into CSS. That is why it is called preprocessor. Preprocessors. Now, actually, CSS is more powerful now. CSS 3. We can able to create big animations and all. In earlier, we cannot able to do this. So because of that, people used to write first logic and then they used to write the something CSS. In this logics, what you can create it, sir. In this logics, you can create online. If anyone have any doubts, you can ask me, ma. You can put it some kind of variables. Actually, now CSS supports variables. We did it variable in CSS. You remember, ma, dash dash, we put something there, and earlier CSS not used to have variables. At the time, we used to use this. Or nesting. Nesting. Now CSS, direct CSS only supporting nesting also. So now actually preprocessors are not needed for this, but still, now nesting is also supported by CSS. Nesting means, imagine one class A is there. Inside class A, there is one class A. Inside one class A, one paragraph you wanna select. You will write like this, right or not? Inside class A, I wanna select div also. Inside class A, I want to select H1 also, right? But instead of writing this all, SASS, what you will do, inside class A, you will write open brace, close brace, paragraph. Again, paragraph open, close. Div open, close. Then paragraph open, close, div open, close, or H1 open, close. Like this is called nesting classes. Nesting CSS. Inside one CSS, you are writing inside one CSS code. Inside that, again, you are making another selection. Usually, we will not do. We will write it in heading only. But this is actually newly supported in CSS also. Okay. Earlier, we used to use something called SASS for that. Okay. Now it is directly supported, natively supported. Or functions called mixins. There are some functions called mixins. Mixins. These are also supported. Or To the people who are wondering, I am using one extension called Draw.io. Okay. I am having an extension called a Draw.io. That extension, if you have it, you can able to do this. Okay. In CSS3, you can do nesting directly. Mixins are not there, but in CSS3 directly you can do extensions. Nesting. You can do a nesting. Okay, we never tried it, but if you put it automatically, it will work. Okay, just try to use that. Or you have something called direct functions. Functions separately, you have something called functions also. Like this, different new operators are there. Or I don't know whether you had any idea on programming or not. Like the programming things like control statements. Control statements are like if control statements, control statements like at the rate if, at the rate else, at the rate switch. Those things are also you can use, sir. So in CSS also you can use it if else. Direct CSS cannot support if else. You will write at the rate if, at the rate if else here, and those things will come converted into something like original CSS here. So CSS easy to maintain. It has it have features such as such as it have features such as variables, nesting, mixins, functions, or functions, control statements like at the rate if, at the rate else. Those are actually programming things, sir. At the rate if, else, for while, everything you will use. We have two variations in it. We have two variations in it. Variations in it. First one, SCSS. They call it as SASSy CSS. It is exact CSS. It is exact CSS. Okay. With variables and nesting. Nesting. And SASS. Okay. Indented syntax. We have something called indented syntax. It is also similar to CSS, but it uses indentation rather than brackets. brackets for nesting. I am just showing you what is what. Okay, these things are quite helpful. Like in interviews, they may ask you something like this. Now, now, how to use them? How to use? We need to download. We need to download and install SASS compiler, and then write SASS code in code editor, compile SASS, and it will be converted to what? It will be converted, sir, SASS into what? The SASS will be converted CSS. Yes, CSS you will write, ma. That will be converted into CSS. It will be converted to CSS. I told you now, see, it will be compiled as CSS. Then we will attach that CSS to our HTML. Even Bootstrap also uses SASS internally. To write that much bigger code in Bootstrap people used SASS to convert. In real time, how you will do is when you go for projects like React, when you go for projects like Node, with React and Nodes, they will have compiler which will convert automatically SAS to CSS. They have something called Webpacks, Babel. Those things they will convert it into whatever code you wrote into CSS, SASS into. But if you wanted to try now, you can use something called, see here, you can go here, you can go here. See, what are they supporting? Ruby, Swift, for that they were supporting this, or the standard JavaScript API also. You can try it. Compile options. You have so many compilations. Instead of those, go here, playground. Go here, playground, ma. Write here your SCSS or SASS, and then it will convert it into your CSS. Then you copy your CSS and then paste it into your code. This class is just will teach you what is basically SCSS and all. We will not do and implement it. Why? Because those things will be done with a compiler. We need to have a compiler for that. Now, but I will show you clearly. See this. This is the SCSS syntax. Now, they are just using SCSS something list one. They are just using something SCSS for color, and they just created two variables. Whenever they create a variable here, they will say dollar. Dollar is for variable. Dollar font stack. What is the font stack here? Helvetica is a font family. And dollar primary color. What is the primary color? Black. Acha hai. Then body. In body, font stack. They are using it. Take it this font stack, and they are also combining sans serif. It will come like this, Ray. Font, Helvetica, Arial, sans serif. They just wanna combine it. Because they are using list here, they just take it the list. Append is a method to append it. So it is how the CSS used to write by the programmers in olden times. Now actually CSS Now actually in CSS it's more easy to write it. Okay. But in olden times, people, programmers used to write this. They used to use so many methods and all. Now, next, same logic. Font. They directly write font stack. Come here. Then color. Primary color, which is color 33 came. Now, can you see this here? Anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag, they put and. And means for that anchor tag. Hover. That means if anyone hover the anchor tag, use this. In reality, we will write like this. Right? This code, they write it like this. Any doubts? Online, any doubts? This is SCSS code. SASS will use something indentation. Indentation means they will not keep these brackets. They will just put some space. That's it. They will just put the space. Using that space only, they will get it. Space or they will put dashes. Go here. SCSS. Did they put any brackets? Left side they gave some gap, na? That gap will give you the same code. Same thing they will do. These both are exactly same. The difference is they will not use brackets, they will use some gap. That is called indentated syntax. CSS is easier, no sir. Why to use this? You guys are thinking CSS is easy, but programming wise, see, you are thinking CSS now. Why? Because you don't have any programming knowledge. Some people will be like from morning to evening they will spend more time with functions, more time with the variables, more time with the operators. They spend it more time with the programming only. Imagine taking me like more time on JavaScript every day doing it, suddenly going to CSS and think it in CSS how to do. Instead, I will write how I write JavaScript only, same way CSS also, and let the SAS converts that into CSS. This is like an old idea. And when they used to implement, they you don't have any much features. Like for example, now you are having so many pseudo elements. Has You have so many pseudo elements like has or not, okay, or you have pseudo attributes. So many are there. Those things are not available long back. Okay. For font families, they are directly using it something at the rate font family, at the rate import URL. Okay. But those things were not there at the time. So at the time, these preprocessors used to be there. They used to run it before and then used to now. Take this logic. Take the bootstrap. Bootstrap people are giving CSS file na to you. Now bootstrap people, when they are giving it, they need to declare so many variables in their code. They need to write so much CSS. Instead, they will write small functions which they can use it again and again and again and again. I will create this anchor tag now. Anchor tag, if anyone hovers, it will print this color, hovering this color. Same thing I want it, if anyone put on button also, I want one color, and hovering, I want another color. If anyone hovers on a div, I want one color, and normal one color. Same logic, na? For div hover, anchor tag over, list over. Like this, everything you will write in CSS. But in this one, you don't write it like this. You will create one function, that thing you can use it again and again and again. Are you getting my point, sir? In a higher level perspective, these things are useful. Just for chota programs, these things are not useful. These things are how much powerful I will show you now. Like you go for something like code pen, SASS, Now, now, now go here. See, in you did they write any JavaScript? No. They used something HTML called pug. Pug is also same HTML. Instead of using brackets and all tags, they will use something dash, and they can use for loop and all in the HTML. And here, see, they used something CSS. First, they declared all the variables, and after that, they just put it the body. They just uses inside elements. And see, interesting point is they write it the media queries inside this element only. For TikTok toe, inside that only they use it the media query. We used to write it for every element last, but this guy inside that only everything, each and everything they wrote it. It's like more logical, sir. CSS is like straightforward. To a kid, you can teach it directly, but this SCSS and all kind of more logical into programming, so that you can able to think in another level. So here, HTML, next, see this multiple box shadows. They want to create one box shadows. Like if they want it, like how many stars you are creating it here? So many stars are there, na? If it is a normal CSS body will do, you have to create that many elements. That is not possible. But here they are just taking it one function, and that function will run n times. That function is taking the n, and they will put some kind of for loop or something, and they will make it that particular function run multiple times. See, they are keeping one for loop. I to I from n to 2 to n. So it will go from 2 to n times. It will run everything. This many times it will create a element, and every time they are giving some shadows. They are making it something different gradients, or they are giving each star some width. Let's give something bigger width, 10 pixel. Can you see this now? The difference? So now stars are the background ones, I think. Okay. They keep it something stars 2. This is the front ground ones. So I think let's give something 20 or 200 is bigger, right? Are you all getting my point, ma? You can actually make it these kind of things in a more and more logical sense. Sir, what is this all? Copy, go here, paste it. Oh, this is SCSS. Copy, paste it. You don't need to write any import compass. Automatically it will be there. Now this is my CSS. This CSS only. It is simple, direct, straightforward. They put for title something, they put star something, they put star something, they put some star animations. Like this, they wrote it. Okay. And this is the logic. But what is the advantage here? If you do this, CSS will tell if star 3 is there, I will give width 3 pixels. Star 2 is there, I will give width some 200 pixels. If star 2 stars are there, I will give width. But how many stars are there? We don't know. We can write it like in HTML, you should write it. How many stars you want. Then CSS will give it. But SAS is not like that. SAS will only do it how many times you want. That is the advantage. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? Now, go to code pen and just try it simple SAS, sir. Slowly, you will get it into more and more bigger things. If you use a simple SAS, you will get it simple SAS. Go here. Now, they can able to use so many codes. Any doubts, my ear? Now you can even see this pre-processing. Okay. Now, if you download and install, if you type this command, automatically CSS will be converted into this command. Okay. You need to download and install for this. Next. Declaring variables will be dollar. How do you declare a variable? Dollar. Dollar will be variable, sir. And nesting. See, instead of writing, sir, understand the screenshots one by one by one. First one, variables. Variables will be, if you write dollar, it will become variable. Or nesting. Only few concepts, sir. Nesting. Nesting means, see, inside the navigation, I want UL. Same example I gave. Inside the navigation LI, inside the navigation anchor tag. You will write 3 times in CSS. But here, dekho, inside the nav, UL, LI, anchor tag. But now CSS3 also supports this syntax. It's in kind of experimental. It's not supported in all browsers, direct CSS, but that is supported now in Google Chrome. Any doubts, ma? Is it clear? Now, you can even use partials. Partial means you will create only short file, CSS file, and then one SCSS file you will create. Like you don't want to write complete SASS code also inside one file. I will write it one small SASS, and this SASS I will include in another SASS, and I can even include this into another SASS. So you can write short codes, and those things you can combine it also. See, they write it one SASS and another SASS, and this SASS they use it here at the rate use. Modules. Modules are like same concept. Here we used it at the rate use to convert whatever the other files into this. This other files are called modules. Other files are called modules. Mixins. Mixins are the one of the most important feature when we come to SASS. Actually, mixins are the mixins, functions, operators. These three things are main important. Mixins are like the functions only. I told you when I draw the diagram, I told functions like mixins. What does it mean by mixin? Means mixin is like a block of code which can be reusable. Okay, which can reuse again and again. Now see this code. Everyone see this code. For info, you can understand CSS na? CSS you all can understand na? Now CSS में देखो. Info what I gave, background dark gray, box shadow something, color something. For alert, background, box shadow, color. For success also, background, box shadow, and color. Sir, you gave same properties but different values. Each time different colors you gave. But 3 times you wrote it now. See your CSS files. In CSS files, I wrote it so many times, same concepts again and again. But instead, if you use mixin, देखो, I'm creating one mixin. In this mixin, it will be theme will be there. Whatever you give theme, if you give dark gray, it will be dark gray here. If you give something another thing, that thing will be there. Now here, first time when I call info, I gave info at the rate include dark gray. By default, it is dark gray. Here, what I'm giving theme. So same three properties will come with dark red. Here in theme, what I'm passing, dark green. Same with dark green will come. See. So one set of block of code you wanted to repeat multiple times, then you will use this. Any doubt, sir? It also uses some operators. Inheritance is not needed, but it uses something mathematical operator. If you want it like something math, percentage of something, you can use plus, minus. So many things are there. Online, any doubts, sir? Online, any doubts here? Online, any doubts here? Is it clear, ma? Okay. Just understand the preprocessors, how they work. Okay. Automatically, it will work for you. If you want to install the SCSS, go to this, install, command line, write these concepts. Do this. Either install by npm or if you are using it something chocolatey, use it by choco. Usually Python people uses chocolatey, Mac people uses brew, or normal people uses SCSS. I am using npm. That's why I told you we will discuss in Java React points, but still npm can use this node package manager. Npm means it will have all the packages can install. Already my system is having a SCSS. SCSS dash V. Yes, SCSS is having a version, not dash V. Let's see version. Okay. Now let's write a simple SCSS code. Style dot SCSS. Now we will write it all the logic, sir. First, variables. Let's write it, sir, here. Variables, I will write dollar color equals to color red. And here I will write something like body BG color, not BG ray. Background will be dollar color. This is how you will write variables. I can write it something like anchor tag, not anchor tag, li tag. Li will be text decoration. Li, how to make it li list style, na? List style, none. List style none. And here I am using it something called anchor tag. Inside the li, I will use anchor tag. Text decoration none. cd SASS, change directory to SASS. Then write it here SASS style dot SASS. Okay, it is indented syntax. Okay, let's go with this SCSS. Then it works. It thinks it is indented. It's not indented syntax. It's not indented syntax, ma. If it is not indented syntax, use it as CSS. SCSS means I told you now without any brackets they will write indentation. Now, can you see you got a CSS? Body, list, list A. You can even give one file name like SASS will convert styles.scss and give me style.css. See this, sir, everyone? If you run this line, what will happen? SCSS compiler will convert this SCSS into this. If you see here, I will get one file. I will get one map file. Map is like a connection. Like next time when you write it here, exactly it should point this only now. It should not convert a new file. For that, it will create one map files for tracking. This is the CSS. This is what I wrote. Is it clear, everyone? Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? No. Okay. Let me explain it one more time slowly. Now, everyone, let me start it from starting. If I create one file, index.scss. SASS means styled awesome style sheet or syntactically awesome style sheets. There are two ways you can create .scss, .sass. SC if you put SC you will put normal CSS only you will write. But if you write it SA, you will write it indentation. That means without brackets, you will write space. Okay. Is it clear in this both? No. After this, what you will do in this SASS, first you will write some CSS code. Um, something color red and font size 25. Then body 25 pixel. Body you will write it here. Background color. What is the background color? Color. Then next, after this, what it will be like? And if li tag is there, all li tags, all li tags will have it like something background color, color, and inside this anchor tag is there. Which anchor tag ma you are giving? Anchor tag which is inside the li list. Earlier people used to confuse li arrow a, li space a. People used to confuse. Now there is no confusion. Directly you can put it inside only. If you wanted this li any media queries, in media queries, you can write it media queries also here only. Only for that li you can write it media query. How it will come in different devices. Only for this element. Each and every element you can give it media query. Or li here, I will say text decoration, none. Online till now, any doubts, sir, in this? This will explain you nesting and variables. Online, does anyone have any question in this? Offline, anyone have any question? Any questions, ma? No. What is this SASS and all? These are pre-process. These are pre-processor means they convert, pre-process means they convert. First they will write and then they will be converted or compiled. They will be converted and compiled into CSS. Someone is still having a question. Dollar color. Which color it will print by anyone? Hey, because it's a variable ray. If you say here A equals to 5, that means anywhere you say A value is 5. That's it. Okay, you are declaring something as variable. In CSS also you can do that, but it is advanced. By the time SASS came, it's not there. Now see, background color, color. Here also background color, color. Text decoration, none. Now if I convert this, let me convert, sir. To convert this, first command, first install SASS. In your code, install npm install -g SASS. In your system, actually npm should be there, Node.js should be there. That is why I'm telling it. If you don't have Node.js, copy this code and paste it into Playground, like SASS official website Playground, you will get CSS. But if you have in your system Node.js, if you install this, it will be installed. Now, what I will do is, I will write it here, SASS. What is the file name? What is the file name, Index.scss. And I will give here another file name, style.css. What it will happen, sir? This whole code will be converted into your normal CSS. Can you see once a CSS file came? This both are same actually. Can you understand this code, ma? Can you understand this code? Any doubts in this code? Anyone have doubts in this code? No. This one and this one are actually same. This one and that one are actually same. This is the way that the preprocessors wrote. Preprocessors are helpful when you are writing bigger codes. When you are writing bigger codes, preprocessors will help so much. Any doubts, ma? Online, any doubts are there? Preprocessors are not mandatory, ma. Preprocessors are not mandatory. It's like the extra information you guys should know because you are a full stack developer. In other classes, like it won't be there. Only in full stacks, we will just give you a glance of what is this preprocess. We have so many preprocessors. You are discussing something called SASS. There is something called LESS also. less. That is also preprocessor. Okay, it's like less CSS. So you write some code. You write some code. This code will be converted into CSS code. Is style.css auto generated? Yes. Style.css automatically generated if you use this command. The command is SASS, your file name and what file name you want. I want SCSS index.css to be converted into style.css. Automatically it will be converted. If you put something like watch, if you put something like watch, it will even watch. Watch. Now it will watch. Watch means if you write it here now here I'm writing it ul color. For every ul, color will be dollar color and li will be color green. I'm writing it. I write some code na. I need to convert this, compile this code into CSS na? I don't need. Automatically it will be done actually. Dekho. Because I wrote that watch. If you write that watch command na, it will automatically work. I will write that commands now. Commands. You can just note it down this command, sir. Now to install, use npm install SASS. Before write this command, install Node.js into your system. Node.js is directly just download Node.js and just install it, sir. It's like in Node.js official website, it will be there. Node.js only runs this compilers. You have several compilers, Node.js compiler, Turbo compilers, Rust compilers. We use JavaScript Node.js compiler. Then write SASS file. Create .scss files and write some nested code. Write some nested code and save. Next, how to compile SASS? Go to terminal, new terminal. Then after going to terminal, new terminal, go to specific .scss folder. Sir, where did you put, wherever you put this .scss files? I put this .scss inside SAS folder. So you should go to this folder, like CD folder name. I will write it here. CD folder name, folder name where CSS, where .scss there is there. Then next, after there, the command is SASS file name .scss and file name 2 .css. Then automatically CSS file will be auto generated. It will be automatically generated. Any doubts, ma? Online, any doubts? Online, any doubts? Just use these things once, sir, you will get it. If you are having good idea on programming, actually this is easy. But if you don't have, like, CSS is easy for you. Go with whatever you feel easy. There is no rule like SASS you have to do. Understand this logic, ma? Now, everyone see this. Now see this, sir, how it will work. You will write something called logics, whatever you write it in SASS. That SASS logic, you will write it SASS, SASS or SCSS. That SCSS or SCSS, whatever you write it, sir, that thing will be converted into SC, yes, and it will be converted, compiled into CSS. It will be compiled into CSS, sir. Before compiling, it can write the codes for variables, nesting, function called mixings, functions, and some control statements. Anything it can write. Any doubts, ma? Online, any doubts? Online, any doubts here? I hope no. Good. Next, someone asked here animations in CSS. Okay. Now we are going to discuss something called animations also. Let's see. Already we have done animations. Okay. Okay. Now let's do one more animation. CSS code. If you remember, we did this animation. We did this animation. Remember this animation, ma? Now what I did for this animation, every animation basically will have some properties. First, all these are images. You can see all are images. All are heart images. Now this all images, I want to give one property. For all, I gave one property animation. Where is this? Image. For all images, I gave one animation. What is the animation name? What is the animation name? But is there any animation default falling hearts? Is there any animation default falling hearts, man? No. I gave falling hearts and I said at the rate keyframes. Keyframes means you will tell what should do. You will tell what should do. In falling hearts, I am telling how many seconds I am giving. I am telling 1 second, 100%. That means after 1 second, when 1 second is over 100%, you should go to 500 pixel down. That's why after 1 second, they will go to 500 pixel down. Right? And you can use different logics here, like 1 second. And what are the functions? Ease. You can use ease, ease in, ease out, ease in out kind of thing. Ease means kind of smooth. The curve will be like this. This is called ease. Linear means straight. Ease in, ease in. Initially fast, then slow. Ease out, initially slow, then fast suddenly. Ease in, out, fast, slow, fast. Then next, you are having it something called, yeah, these are the main things actually. Linear. And in this, I used ease. How many times you want your animation to run? Infinite times. And animations usually have 0 to 100. This is normal direction. 100 to 0. This is reverse direction. 0 to 100 and 100 to 0. This is called alternate. What is it called? 100 to 0 and then 0 to 100. This is called reverse alternate. Like 4 directions are there. If you wanted any delay, you will give delay also. Can I apply multiple animations? Yes, you can apply side by side. This is what I wrote, sir. And sir, then why they are all are not moving in the same way? Because out of all this image, each image I will give one delay. First image animation will start after certain delay. Second image animation will start after certain delay, like that. So slowly they are moving it. For last one, I forgot to give. That's why it is moving it separately. And whenever I hover it, you can see whenever I hover it's disappearing because I gave on hover opacity 0. Online, any doubts, sir? Online, any doubts, ma? No. Use beautiful animations so that you can make your website. See, like this Prasad one. See this Prasad one. That is animation. How it is happening it. Dekho. My Prasad one is inside one name which is div. For this div, they gave one name, animation. What is it? Tracking and expand some name. And for this tracking and expand, how many seconds they are giving? And what they are doing? Infinite alternate. Now, if I go here, tracking and expand, they will do this. First, initially, letter space is minus. Initially, how you will write Prasad? Prasad. They are saying it, letter ka space nakko. So they will not give any space between letter to letter. Right? They are not giving any space now. When it become 40%, they will become disabled, kind of light. Slowly they are coming. Initially opacity 0. All will combine and then they will make it disappear. After making it disappear, when it 40%, sir, total is 2 seconds. 40% bole to some 0.6 seconds. Right? Whenever it happens, 2 seconds 100% bole to 10% is 2. Okay, 0.2. So 0.8 seconds. Okay, to the people who don't know, 2 seconds is 100%. 2 seconds is 100%. 1 second is 50%. So 40% bole to almost it's like 80% of 1 second, which is 0.8. Okay. So like when a 0.8 seconds happen, slowly they will visible. After visible, they are saying it like make this letter spacing normal, and they are saying it opacity will be 1, so that you can able to see slowly. Initially they disappears and slowly they are coming out. I will change it now. I will say normally I don't want normal letter spacing. Whenever they are coming, I want the letter spacing to be bigger. And letter spacing to be again 0.5. So I am expanding and collapsing again. Simple, na? Any doubts? Now let's go here. More interesting. Background color. Oh, no, not background color. Colors. Color black. Color green. Color red. Doubts? Any doubts, sir? Doubt, ma? Sometimes if it is not working in Google Chrome, they will put @WebKit just to force it. But I don't know whether you remembered it or not. This animation I did not do. I copy pasted. Did you remember this? Where did I pasted you? Anyone remembered, ma? Animista. There is something called Animista. I went there. I just take it here. I just saw one nice animation. Animista. Come here. Start. Then I go here, text animations. Then I go here, tracking in. This one I used. You can use however you want. See? This is like a movie effect, right? Are you getting my point, ma? In your website, you can make this happen. Kind of. Flickering, shadowing, 3D, pop-up. I loved it. Let's go here. Pop-up. This is go here. Generate animation. Then what I will do, I will just copy the kit. I will just copy this. I will just copy for 0%. This is there. Go here. 0%. This is there. And for 100%, shit. For 100%, this is there. Where is my animation? Shit. Okay. Let's run this file one more time. Can you see they are getting some shadow? Okay. So somewhere the height is going negative. Why the height is going negative here? Because translate, they are going with the translate here. Here they are going again translate minus 50 pixel. Because they are going translate minus 50, it is coming like that. So I will say for this box, for this div, basically it will have something margin top, some 300 pixel. So automatically it will come like this. Now see, whenever they turn 100, they are having some shadow. You can see that down also. I think shadow effect is coming. Are you getting it, my point, ma? Those things you can try it, sir. Okay. I can put it some kind of animations only when they click on it. Okay. When they hover, I wanted one animation to work. Okay. These are, see, button shaking ones or background kind of Kember effects, Kenburn effects, kind of zooming Kenburn effects. You have to, you can do it. It's not a big deal. You can just check it here and you will just click on it, generate code. It will generate the code. Okay. Make your website more beautiful. Put it nice animations, nice things. See inspiration from websites. One of the best website you can check it always is One Page Love. I think last time I showed you. Here only I copied the background. You go to the site, check it. I think Dribble and Behance I already told in starting of the class. You take it here and just get inspired from anyone. One pages using GSAP, that is something different. See, I think we copied our gradient from this only, na? Present supply, very simple. Go here, busy bar. Let's open it. Let's go here, busy bar. Okay. Did they put video? Right click, inspect. When I go for short device, the page is not great. Why? Because when they go for short device video, okay, it's coming. Now, let's click on this. See, that is a video. That is a video, sir. Video once you can put it, but in HTML you have to put it if it is a video. If you want any nice animation or icons, you go and check it one website, sir. If you love that website, you can just take that website and copy it. Fonts and all. And sir, there is one thing called DA font. DA font, you will get it nice fonts. Use this DA font, download a font and use it into your code. I think I told you this, right? DA font and 1001 fonts. You will get really beautiful fonts. Okay. If I am creating something, I will always use some kind of, technical for that. Like, for example, let me go for this. Usually I will go this kind of thing. Cartoonish websites. Okay. Or if I go for something like handwritten one, for handwritten ones, some kind of, see this? Different fonts. Mickey Mouse fonts. No one can able to read it only. People create different things, sir. Now, lovable fonts. Simple. These things creates a story of different level. Any doubts, ma? Most of them are free, some are paid. Okay, very few will be paid in this. You can even submit your font. If you want to be a designer, if you want to love the works, go with creating your own font. But you should know how calligraphy. Anyone knows some tools like calligraphy things? Calligraphy means people will write it nice, stylish letters. If you want to create your own font, first all the alphabets, small, capital, four letters will be there. You know that? In childhood, they used to teach it like four type of styles will be there. Capital, small, again cursive capital, cursive small, and again you will have numbers, symbols, emojis. All these things you will write it in your own language. Like for example, in my language, if I write A as something like crippled one, like imagine I am writing A as A like this, B as B like this, C as C like this. I have to create it all the alphabets like this in my own way. And then I can put it something called TF folder will be there. TF kind of format, TTF format. TTF format is for the fonts. Then I can convert that automatically. I can upload it. Some people will buy it also. This is for free. If you go to something like Theme Forest is a website where you can sell your things. Theme Forest where you can sell. If you have something like graphics or photos or fonts, if you do any HTML website you want to sell also, you can sell it actually here. People will sell some nice fonts. See, someone is selling it their font for $199. I still don't know. No, it's a theme. It's not a font. Happy. If a font is coming that much big now, no one will buy. I'm sure. But you can sell fonts also, sir. Here, where is this graphics? All graphics, printers. They go fonts, popular fonts. See, people will sell this kind of different fonts. I love this. Spooky, spooky. $18. No, not at all. Any doubts, ma? Usually logos you will create now, people. People create different logos using these fonts only. A good logo will have different fonts actually. Okay. You just have to go with that font style. Nice font you should have. Any doubts online? Online, any doubts? No. That's it for today, ma. Thank you all, and we'll meet you Monday.